Hi, this is Sarah Mikesell with thecattlesite.com, and today we're with Kim Stackhouse, who is the Director of NCBA Research for Sustainability. And today we're down at the Global Roundtable for Sustainable Beef down in, or the conference here in Sao Paulo. And you've been talking a little bit to the group about the Lifecycle Assessment that NCBA completed. Can you tell us a little bit about that, Kim?
Sure. So there was a Checkoff-funded beef research project, originally started in 2010. And we completed the work in 2013, which showed that the sustainability of U.S. beef production has improved 5% if you look at all three pillars of sustainability, so economic, social, and environmental.
Right.
And we've improved 7% if you look at just the environmental and social pillars. And so our real purpose here has been to share that information. And the U.S. is widely regarded, of course, for our efficient system.
Right.
And the Checkoff has absolutely positioned the U.S. in the lead in the development of life cycle assessment. So many of these countries are looking to us for guidance and are wanting to follow the same life cycle assessment that we have, which is wonderful for U.S. beef to really put us in the forefront of a global conversation about demand.
Good. And so that's a conversation. Obviously, this is the whole value chain here. Is this a message you guys are taking to producers too, that they are doing the right thing, they are headed in the right direction?
Right, absolutely. And that's really what the LCA, the Life Cycle Assessment, has been able to provide us. Benchmark research that shows we've been improving, and in fact, in 6 years, improving 7% in environmental sustainability and social sustainability is phenomenal. So it's allowed us to share positive stories, to talk about how we achieved those improvements, and to help guide that conversation globally so that it becomes more about efficiency and working with all sorts of different pieces to the puzzle instead of a standardized or one size fits all approach, which won't work in the US and it won't work globally either. So it's really about lifting the masses, talking about a continuous improvement over time, and looking for those optimization opportunities where we can improve sustainability and improve economic opportunity in the bottom line for our producers at the same time.
And do you know what the next step will be? So that's one of the things we've heard here is it's continuous improvement is what it's going to take. Do you know where the next step will be for the next level of improvement that you guys are going to start pushing folks towards or start looking to move towards?
Right, so we are working on developing a U.S. sustainability effort, multi-stakeholder engagement, following the principles that the GRSB has outlined. And one of my big hopes is that the LCA can serve as our indicators for the life cycle assessment. So one indicator may be water use or water quantity. We know water is a major concern for producers in the United States. It's also a concern for producers globally. And if we can have an indicator that's more broad-based like that, that will allow a cow-calf producer to do maybe one thing that may or may not be the same as his neighbor might do to work on reducing water, but it will also allow our retail partners to work on the same issue. So I think it's very important that we have indicators that are broad enough that the entire chain can help. So McDonald's can do their part in reducing water use, and so can we as producers. But it is absolutely about a whole value chain approach to sustainability.
Well, that's certainly what we're seeing here at the GRSB meeting is everybody's involved. I've talked to producers, I've talked to just every part of the value chain. It's been a great effort here, so very good. And these measures sound like they're the perfect place to start, especially for the U.S. in developing that. So
yeah, I hope so. We've spent a lot of time and lots of resources, and I think producers really do trust the work that the Checkoff has invested in and feel that it was, a good research effort. So happy to do that.
Great. Well, thanks for your time today, Kim.
Thank you.
This is Sarah Mikesell for thecattlesite.com.